Hello, everyone. Guess what? We are in the next book, in the book of Lamentations. We had a little birthday party here. My youngest granddaughter is 2 now, yes, and it was a fabulous little party. Uh, we put up that, I don't know if I mentioned that already, but we got a little bit of a bigger pool. It's just one that you set up around and fill it up. It's relatively big, and then we put a big gazebo around it, yes, so that it gets really hot. This yard has sun almost until like 2 or 3 o'clock until it moves past the house, and it's hot. It's really hot, and the little one has such delicate skin because she's a redhead, yes. Uh, that it was difficult last summer. It was difficult to be outside with her, even with sunscreen, and it's just so hot. So we put a gazebo around it, and it's already been great. It's already been great. Yes. Yep. I've been in the pool already too. So much fun. It's such a great setup. I love it. It's going to be a great summer again with the children. The 4th year. I talked to my grandson, my oldest daughter's husband, and my grandson, my son-in-law, my oldest daughter's husband, and I said, "Man," "this is going to be the 3rd year." And he looked at me and he says, "No, it's the 4th year. You've been here the 4th year for summer." And I said, "Oh my gosh, yeah, isn't that to me?" I'm going, "Wow, he actually knows. That's amazing, right?" Yes. And my oldest daughter and her family, they also just bought their own little place of land with a really nice house on it. And I'm just I'm amazed on how they're making their dream come true. This has been one of their dreams. During COVID time, just before COVID hit, they were going to start building a home. And due to COVID and everything, the prices just of building materials and wood and everything's been so high up, that it became something that they had to say, we have to wait. We can't do this now. And so they've waited and waited, and they just started looking. Their home that they are in now is they built out the basement into a whole other living space with bathroom and another guest room. But there's this huge space, like just play space for anyway. They did all kinds of stuff to their brand new home, actually, that they bought a few years ago, and now they just closed on 5 acres with a really nice house on it and several outbuildings, and they're so excited. They're so excited. It all went really well. They got more for their house than they thought they would, and they paid less for the one that they bought. Worked out again? Yes. Okay. So there it is. Yep. They and they're I think my son-in-law is 40 and 41. My daughter is going towards 40, and this is a great time for them. They're physically still fit, yes, to do what they want to do there, and it's just great. It's just, I'm so happy. I'm just so happy for them. Yes, making dreams come true. They're both very, very hard workers. They know how to handle money, and still live well, and yeah, hard work pays off. It really does. Taking responsibility for your own life, then family you create, and your children, and your surroundings, and things kind of fall into place. Yes. Anyway, okay, so let's get going here. We're in the book of Lamentations. These 5 laments were written soon after the fall of Jerusalem in 587 BC. Shining through their sorrow is a ray of uncontrollable trust in Yahweh and wholehearted repentance. Okay, I'm laughing already. Ugh, this is not good. I'm sorry. I've Have faith. There could be something good in here. The first four are alphabetical poems, their verses beginning with all the letters of the Hebrew alphabet in series. Their attribution to Jeremiah merely shows the influence of that great prophet in later Judaism. All right, you got me. So more of Jeremiah. Okay. Just read. Yes, I know. First Lamentation. Also, the verses are all in. Does that matter? Do I have to say them too? Oh, let's just do it. Aleph. How deserted to sit. Oh my god, I almost said this really, really wrong. How deserted she sits. The city once thronged with people. Once the greatest of nations, she's now like a widow. Once the princess of states, she is now put to forced labor. Bet. All night long she's weeping, tears running down her cheeks. Not one of her lovers remains to comfort her. Her friends have all betrayed her and become her enemies. That's such a weird way of. Yeah, you know what? Whatever. Gimel. Judah has gone into exile. After much pain and toil, living among the nations, she finds no respite. Her persecutors are all overtake her where there is no way out. Dalet. The roads to Zion are in mourning. No one comes to her festivals now. Her gateways are all deserted. Her priests groan. Her young girls are grief-stricken. She suffers bitterly. Hey. Her foes now have the upper hand. Her enemies prosper, for Yahweh has made her suffer for her many, many crimes. Her children have gone away into captivity, driven in front of the oppressor. You know, it says here, shining through their sorrow is a ray of unconquerable trust in Yahweh and wholehearted repentance. Does that sound like wholehearted repentance? Again, and rather than looking at themselves and say, oh, we're the ones to blame for this. They're making it who's blame? Who did it? Who punished them? Does that sound like repentance to anyone? Not to me. Maybe people have different ways of looking at this, but yeah, okay. Oh, wow. 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 Whoa, that's a hard one for me to say. And from the daughter of Zion all her splendor has departed. Her princes were like stags, which could find no pasture, exhausted as they flee before the hunter. Zayin. Jerusalem remembers her days of misery and distress, when her people fell into the enemy's clutches. There was no one to help her. Her enemies looked on and laughed at her downfall. Het. Jerusalem has sinned so gravely. Jerusalem is just a town, right? Yes? Yet it's all done in a kind of her, female, woman. How does that make sense, right? Oh, it's just no, it doesn't make sense. All right, to address the problem and writing it out in this way doesn't make sense. That's humbug. Jerusalem didn't do anything. It's the people of Jerusalem, right? Yes. I'm just saying, right? Why not write it down properly? This is so misleading. As if. Oh, the people would know. No, the thing is there's a lot of people out there who don't get it in the right way. Yes? Yeah. Well, anyway. Jerusalem has sinned so gravely that she has become a thing unclean. All who used to honor her despise her. Having seen her nakedness, she herself groans aloud and turns her face away. That's definitely written by a guy, right? We all know that. What do they have on their mind? One thing and one thing only. Even in the Bible here. Tet. Her filth befoul her skirts. She never thought to end like this, and hence her astonishing fall, with no one to comfort her. Yahweh, look up my misery, for the enemy is triumphant. Yod. The enemy stretched out his hand for everything she treasured. She saw the heathen enter her sanctuary, whom you had forbidden to enter your assembly. Kaf. All her people are groaning, looking for something to eat. They have bartered their treasures for food to keep themselves alive. Yeah, treasures become suddenly nothing. Food becomes everything when you don't have any. Huh? Look, Yahweh, and consider how despised I am. Lamed. All you who pass this way, look and see. Is any sorrow like the sorrow inflicted on me, with which Yahweh struck me on the day of his burning anger? Mem. He sent fire from on high, deep into my bones. He stretched a net for my feet. He pulled me back. He left me shattered, sick all day long. None. He has watched out for my offenses. With his hand he enmeshes me. His yoke is on my neck. He has deprived me of strength. The Lord has put me into clutches which I am helpless to resist. Samek. The Lord has rejected all my warriors within my walls. He has summoned a host against me to crush my young men. In the winepress the Lord trampled the young daughter of Judah. Okay. Judah also is... You know what? I'm not going to go there again. Whatever. Ain. And that is why I weep. My eyes stream with water, since a comforter who could revive me is far away. My children are shattered, for the enemy has proved too strong. Pe. Zion stretches out her hands, with no one to comfort her. Yahweh has commanded Jacob's enemies to surround him. They treat Jerusalem as though she were unclean. As though? I thought it was. Sadeh. Zadeh. Yahweh is in the right, for I rebelled against his command. Listen, all you peoples, and see my sorrow. My young girls and my young men have gone into captivity. Quoth. I called to my lovers, they failed me. My priests and my elders expired in the city, as they searched for food to keep themselves alive. Resh. Look, Yahweh, I am in distress. My inmost being is in ferment. My heart turns over inside me. How rebellious I have been. Outside the sword bereaves, inside it is like death. Now wait a minute. I thought that after they were all escorted to Babylon, or a bunch of them, they left some people behind. What did we read on who they left behind? Farmers to tend the land, right? And shepherds to tend the flocks. Oh, and they're so hungry? This doesn't make sense again, right? Well, then one is wrong. Which one is wrong? Are they really starving? Or that there were people left behind to tend to the fields and the flocks is wrong? Which one is right and which one is wrong? We don't know, right? Yes? Yeah. It's just in here. Okay. Well, I guess when one reads the Bible in depth, you suddenly realize all the inconsistencies, right? Yes? Yeah. Okay. Shen. Listen, for I am groaning with no one to comfort me. All my enemies have heard of my disaster. They are glad about what you have done. Bring the day you once foretold, so that they may be like me. Ta. Let all their wickedness come before you, and treat them as you have treated me, for all my crimes. Numberless are my groans, and I am sick at heart. Well, so this sounds like a prayer, doesn't it? Okay, Lamentations. Okay. This is the end of one. So, sounds like kind of a little like a prayer, doesn't it? Yeah, it's kind of written down like that too. And as I was reading, I kind of remembered back about the prayers that I read in True Father's prayer book. They are nothing like this. Nothing. And that book is really, really expensive now to get. But I might anyway get it again. Or if it is meant to be, I'll find it again. My feeling is I can find those prayers online and just jot one down, yes, and then read it to you guys, and then you will know what I'm talking about. But it is as it is, right? So one more little thing. There is it's gardening time. My garden's doing great out there. Yes, I'm eating out of it almost every day. I think all my grandchildren are here. It's election day today. Yes, so. And there's a couple of people who said, "Oh, I want you to I want you to come and help me. I want to start gardening. I want to, I want to grow food, right, to save on food. All right, both families. They're families with multiple people. Both families, they got really picky eaters. So it's like, okay, good luck with that one to begin with. But the other thing is like people have no idea how how much knowledge it takes to become a good gardener, where you then actually really have food to eat. Yes, and how much time actually takes. Yeah, it is once you have it all set up. This that it's not that much work. I need to go out there right now and I need to water a little bit. Yes, but otherwise everything's pretty good. I have started to weed some, to weed out some things. I have to do some more. It's getting to the point where, yep, I need to take time to do that. Otherwise, everything's growing pretty darn good. But when people start out with not knowing how to garden really, it's not that simple. It isn't that simple to deal with the proper soil, the proper fertilizer, the pests. Yeah. Okay, so what you want good food, don't you? And you want to grow it organically, right? Uh, then the care of the plants, right? Yes. Then if you have dogs and cats, then you have to consider that. There's a lot of things that, as you keep on gardening year by year after year after year, you start to know what to do and what not to do. Right? What will work and what will not work. Yes. But it seems in people's minds, gardening is just like, yeah, I want to do this now, and to do it for food. If you have multiple people, that takes a big garden. It takes a big garden. It's a big commitment. Yes. And what I find then is, I say, okay, well, why don't you start this one year? You start small to see, if that's really something you really want to do. Rather than spend so much money to get it all set up, this and that, and then you find, oh, this is way too much work. Right? Or it's not working. Or I need to spend more money to do this or that, and da da da. Right? Yes? So I told both families, I said, well, start out small. Just start out small. Have a small plot that you take really good care of for the first year, and then see if you want to expand it. Is it actually cheaper to grow your own food? Yes? Especially to begin with. It took me many years. I remember one year, I spent 10 cents on something. I think I spent 10 cents. I went to a junk store and I found some seeds that were still good. 10 cents for the pack or something. 10 cents I spent that year on all the food that I grew, in all the garden. It was a lot of food. Because I'd saved, I'd grow everything heirloom so I can use the seeds again the next year. Yes? 10 cents. That's all I spent because I already had all the fencing I needed already, right? But that took a few years to get to that point where actually, oh, now it's paying forward. I'm not investing in it anymore in a sense where it's costing me more than what I'm getting back. Though, again, organic food, you can't. You grow your own food and you start to notice the difference in taste and stuff. The thing is that all the advice that I'm not going to do it for them. That's not what I'm going to do. I'll sit there and watch and say, yeah, do it like this. But I'm not going to do it for them. I used to do that for people. Wasted a lot of time doing that because they never do anything with it afterwards or take care of it. It's very sad. Okay, maybe one or two would. So it's not all wasted. But many people that I started that did most of the work. It's a total waste of time. People need to do that if they're interested to do that themselves. And that's with everything. People come to you and say, oh, I'd like to do this or that. I say, yeah, good luck. I'll support you. If I have any ideas, I'll let you know. But I found that then people just did it their own way anyway. Rather than, okay, so you want to save money. This is how you save money to do this. They still went and spent I don't know how much money to just get a small setup. Yes? There it is. Even though it's amazing on how younger people just not okay. Yeah, younger people not willing to listen to their elders when they do have not and come and ask about it and then still don't follow the guidance. Yes? Isn't that kind of what happens here a lot in Israel, Jerusalem, and Judah? They have so much guidance. They come and even ask, hey, what do we do now? Then they get the guidance, go, I'm going to do it my way anyway. And it fails every time. There's a reason why there are elders, grandparents, yes, in this world. People who are wise because of their age, because of the wisdom and knowledge they have. Yes? And yet, young people just disregard that. I feel like it's more and more with the internet and with all the AI stuff. No. It's more and more. Yeah? The wisdom and knowledge of the elderly, their years and years of experience in so many different things, just becomes more and more disregarded. And one can tell because more and more things are failing out there for people. Yes? Well, anyway, my children are pretty good at listening to me. So, maybe that's why they're doing so well. Yes? Yeah. Even though sometimes I do have to put in a little tough love, right? Straighten them out a bit. Yes. Okay. Yes. So that's it. That's all I have to share this morning. Yes. Woo! New book. Yes. Yeah. I am not. I mean, that just means we're moving forward. Yes. That was not that exciting to read. Yes. I don't do well with people who complain, especially when I would happen to know that, well, all your complaining, again, same thing, is due to your own unwillingness to be guided. Not influenced, guided. Yes? Alright. That's it. That's all I have to share this morning. Me, Heavenly Parent, bless, protect you, guide you, embrace you with love. Eldritch, my dearest brother in faith, I know you're going through it. The best I can tell you, stay focused. There are many things you don't need to focus on. A lot of things out there we do not need to focus on. We focus on one thing and one thing only. Yes? To keep building a foundation of prayer and faith forward. Yes? That's what we do. We have no control over anybody else out there except for what we can contribute. Right? Yes? All right. That is that. And I will talk to y'all another time.